Good morning, Courtney.
Good morning, Chief.
I'm sorry, I'm having Zoom technical difficulties this morning.
No, that's okay.
You think after like doing this for 7 months, I'd get this thing down, pat, but apparently not.
Sometimes I think Zoom tries to throw us off and puts in a bug.
Well, it threw a curveball to me this morning. So anyway.
Are you the leader today, Chief Polly?
I am. Chief
Okay.
Hurley's unavailable.
Okay. I see Kevin's here.
Lieutenant Larocco's here, but yeah, Chief Hurley's not available for this morning's meeting. So I'll do the I'll have the honors of running it.
Great.
Chief.
Good morning, Lieutenant. We'll just give it another minute. Does that sound good to you, Courtney?
Works for me.
Okay, thank you. So if it's not obvious, I'm outside right now, and it obviously has turned to September, which is nice.
Yes, it's lovely out.
It is.
Hi, Courtney. Hi, everybody. It's Helen. Is Maria going to show up?
No, she is doing her procurement training this week, Helen. She will not be here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, I guess we'll get started. Good morning, everyone. This is Rich Pauly, the Fire Chief and Co-Emergency Management Director in town for Town of Wellfleet. It is Tuesday, September 15th. This is our monthly emergency management team and select board meeting, just to touch base with everyone. And Chief Hurley is not available at this point, but Lieutenant Kevin Larocco's on the call if anyone has any questions for him. And at this point, I will ask Hillary if she can give us an update, our town health officer.
Sure. Good morning. Let's see. As far as COVID, I really don't have a whole lot to talk about. We have one active case currently. The data from Mass DPH that was updated on September 9th told us that we had 817 tests taken since around March. And we had 71 tests taken in the last 14 days, and we had one positive within the last 14 days, which does not include the one that I mentioned this morning. So, so I think we're doing good as far as COVID goes. The other thing that I wanted to talk about briefly was our upcoming flu clinics, because I think it's particularly important that folks get out and get a flu shot. So 3 clinics. We have one in the town of Wellfleet on October 16th at the COA. It is a drive-through from 2 to 4. And to sign up for that, we're going to ask that you call the COA to sign up. They can be reached at 508-349-0313. The next clinic is one that's going to be held by Barnstable County. It's a regional drive-through clinic. It's going to be held at the county complex in Barnstable. From 8 to 12 on September 26th. That you do not have to sign up in advance for. The forms that you need to bring with you can be found online at the Barnstable County Department of Health and Environment website. And you just show up on September 26th. That is drive-through as well. And the last clinic we are going to try and schedule will be on December 14th. And that one will be mainly for elementary school children at the Wellfleet Elementary School. We'll obviously take folks from other schools if they're interested, and we're still firming up the details of that. But we will have a late flu clinic for school-age children. So that's all I have for right now.
Very good. Thank you, Hillary. And I see Lisa Kane is here from Outer Cape Health. Good morning, Lisa.
Morning. Thank you for having me. So like Hillary, there is not a lot to report regarding COVID. We are continuing our COVID testing here at the Wellfleet Health Center on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings. And as has been the practice, a telemedicine appointment with one of the providers is required to access that service so that we have that chain of custody and care for patients who need the test and then receiving results and other care if needed. I agree with Hillary. Our big focus right now is on flu vaccines. And I think the recommendations are widely shared everywhere that people are very strongly encouraged to get their flu vaccine this year. And there are a number of different ways for people to do that. And we will be having drive-through flu clinics at all of our health centers, probably starting the last week of September and into October. We haven't coordinated all the dates between all of our health centers yet, but as soon as we do, we will share that information with the town. So I'll email you, or probably our development office will probably let Courtney know. I think in the past, you guys have posted our flu clinic dates on the town website. So those dates will be coming out very shortly. And we're urging everyone to get their flu shot wherever you're able to get it that's most convenient for you. That's really all I have right now, Chief.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. Very much appreciated. At this point, I'll go to the Department of Public Works. I see Mr. Norton's on this call this morning. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, Chief. How are you doing today?
Excellent, thank you.
Good. Let's see, in terms of COVID updates, there's not much new to report. Staff remains healthy. We're continuing to perform our tasks with masks on and social distancing. We continue to disinfect office spaces on a regular basis with our fogging machine. So we're doing office spaces, facilities, and vehicles as well. So that's really kind of the general basis of our COVID, responsibilities. And then in addition to that, we're maintaining normal operations, maintaining roadsides, brushing, mowing, cleaning catch basins, all the roadside work. We spent some considerable time, as many others did in the town, which was excellent. And it came out really well, was the annual town meeting and all the various elections. So setting up and dismantling everything. So that took some time for our department. Let's see. And then in terms of projects that are going on, we're formulating bid specs for the Lieutenant Island Bridge improvements that were expected to be done in the winter of 2021. So we'll be reaching out to the residents of Lieutenant Island to coordinate that work. And then lastly, I know no one wants to hear this, but we're starting to evaluate snow removal equipment and operations. So we're beginning that process. And I think that's all we have, Chief.
Thank you, Jay, and I echo your sentiments that no one wants to hear anything about snow removal at this point, but we know what's coming. We know what's coming. Thank you again. We have a fairly small group on the meeting this morning, so we'll write down the agenda and ask for Suzanne Thomas. Ms. Thomas?
Good morning, Chief.
On the COVID front, I really have nothing to report, with the exception that the portable toilet contract ended on September 7th, and the DPW had kindly stepped up to clean the public bathrooms at the beaches. And that is working nicely. We have far fewer bodies on the beach than we anticipated. So the use rate is pretty modest in the bathrooms, and I think that works to everybody's advantage. I would like to thank the DPW for fogging the senior center post-election. And also adding our offices. I appreciate that, because you never know what we're going to track in. And right now, our next, under community services, the next COVID-based project is the drive-through flu clinic. That I assume Hillary referenced when she spoke. I was offline at the beach office at that point, but that will be October 16th. So it should be a nice cap to all the drive-throughs that Outer Cape Health Services will provide as well. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
You're welcome.
Suzanne. Courtney, I don't see anyone from the Shellfish Department on the call. Do you?
No.
Okay, all right. I'll do a quick fire department update. First of all, as was previously mentioned, we had what I believe to be a very historic and wildly successful town meeting on Saturday. I was so pleased to see the turnout of the community, of our friends and neighbors, and so pleased with the actions that were taken. And I want to give some shout outs here just to certainly the town moderator, Dan Silverman, did a great job under new circumstances, and Courtney Butler and Mia Baumgarten. Those three people really put this whole thing together, and the rest of us were participants, but they really did a great job of getting this whole thing coordinated and making it as successful as it was. So I appreciate that, and as I do know that the entire town appreciates it. With respect to COVID-19, we've had a couple of recent people in town that had two in the last week that we've been aware of. So that's a little concerning to me, in that we've gone for several weeks without any COVID-19 notifications, but we have had two in the last week. And I guess it just reminds me and points out the importance of what's going on, and certainly some of the issues that are going on around the Cape. We know that the town of Chatham's become a hot spot, if you will, and I just want to make everyone aware of that. Remind them to please be careful and stay healthy. And we're not out of this yet, obviously. The last thing from the fire department standpoint, as you may have heard, on Saturday, we had an incident in town where we had to assist State Police Bomb Squad and other technicians in removing 9 explosive devices from a home in town that were uncovered, accidentally uncovered, and so that took a long time. It was about a 7-hour operation from start to finish, but it ended up being successful, and we certainly had the assistance of and backup of Wellfleet Police, the Department of Public Works, again, the Massachusetts State Police Bomb Squad, and actually the United States Navy bomb technicians. So that ended well. It could have gone a lot worse. So I'm grateful for that. And that's about all I have on the fire department standpoint. We'll be moving forward now, working on the next budget, and working certainly to fulfill projects that we're currently working on and have been funded through this Saturday's town meeting. And with that, that's about all I have, and I'll turn it over to Lieutenant LaRocco for the police department.
Morning, Chief. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As far as COVID updates, the staff here is all healthy, nothing new. We're almost back to full staff. Our last officer will be completing the field training program within the month, and we'll be back at full staff. Our summer officers are gone for the summer. We didn't have many, but they are gone. Officer Spiegel did a great job this summer up with the beach, and I'd like to thank him and all his help, along with the other officers as well. And it was, as far as I'm concerned, a successful summer up there, you know, considering the conditions we had and the staffing. As far as PPE, I know Chief Hurley put out a email earlier in the week. If anyone's in need of any PPE, masks or any additional equipment, we have plenty here, and we are stocked up. So if anyone needs any, please contact myself or Chief Hurley. That's about it for COVID updates, and it's about it right now. We're holding strong. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Lieutenant. We're just moving right along here. I don't see I don't see Jen on from the library. And I guess we'll move to town administration. And I see Mike Travato's here. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Chief. As Courtney mentioned, Maria is unable to be on the call this morning. As far as COVID-19 updates, we really don't have much to report. I do want to echo your sentiments, Chief, on the results of the annual town meeting as far as how well that went. And certainly want to give a shout out to all our town departments and staff that were involved in pulling that event off. I don't think we could ask for better weather than what we got. So I also want to thank Dan Silverman, did an incredible job in keeping the program moving along. So business as usual here at Town Hall. Really not a lot of changes since last report, than just, again, we're just plodding along with our business here. Now that we have a budget, that helps. And we certainly are looking forward to the fall season here. And now that summer's over, I think we can all take a deep breath and move forward with the business of government. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. You know, administration did a great job with putting this whole situation together. Certainly, with respect to town meeting, it was very much uncharted territory for all of us, and somehow we pulled it off, and we pulled it off, I think, extremely well. So I'm going to turn it over now to members of the select board. I'm going to go with the chairman first. Mr. DeVasto, do you have anything?
I don't. I just like to thank the town staff for town meeting. I think it went really well also. So I just wanted to put that out there. And we have a select board meeting on 9/22. So just to update the public about that happening. And that's all I have. I don't really have anything for COVID related.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Next, I'll turn to Ms. Wilson. Helen, good morning.
Good morning. I have a question. So as I mentioned at the last select board meeting, I went to the Lieutenant Island Association meeting Sunday before last. And one of the things they mentioned, I'm directing this mainly to you, Chief Polly, but also to the police department. As we know, the access to the beach there on Lieutenant Island there is no open beach access, but on the internet, it says that there is free beach access. And they've had routinely too many cars, but they've also had fires on the beach there. And right now, the drought is not, we're in a fairly dry spell, we get some rain, but we had those weeks of drought, and it was very concerning to me. And I'm not sure if people on Lieutenant Island who live there, and there are a good number who live there all year now, you know, it fluctuates, if they've been in touch with the beach department. This is peripherally an effect of COVID because the beach use this summer has been more intense and has shifted somewhat because the select board decided to quite reasonably limit the parking at our regular public accesses. So that was the only thing I wanted to report. And I have a question for Hillary or for, so bad on names, Lisa from the COA. Do we know what strains of flu vaccine are being vaccinated for? It always bothers me that they don't tell us. You have to ask in a specialized way. And I resent the fact that they dumb down, that they don't provide that for you. Does anybody know what strains are being vaccinated for this summer? I mean, this fall?
I do
Question
not.
through you.
Yeah, I do not know the answer to that. I could ask the VNA as they are holding our vaccine or Cape Cod Healthcare. Perhaps Lisa might know what they have.
Thank you. That's all. Thank you. Oh yeah, one more thing. I actually enjoyed town meeting. It was wonderful. Thank you to everybody, including members of the select board.
Very good. Thank you, Helen. And again, I echo those sentiments. I was just, I've been to every town meeting since I was 18 years old. Then every community I worked in or lived in. And I'm going to say Saturday was pretty remarkable. It really was. How well it went, and seeing everyone out there and seeing our friends and neighbors. To me, it was very remarkable. And again, I'm just going to leave it at that. Next, I see Select Board Member Ms. Reinhardt. Do you have anything?
Just to say congratulations, not only with town meeting, and this is to everybody, but really to the whole summer. Again, I think back to April and May when we were in a bit of a panic, and here we are and doing quite well, and can always be better. And I look forward to winter where we can have these quiet Zoom meetings and get a lot accomplished. Thank you all.
Thank you, Janet. You made me laugh with that one. And again, I echo that also. I'm looking forward to the quieter months right now. Ms. Carlson, good morning.
No, unmute.
Working on it.
Sorry about that. I've been having computer issues too this morning. I am happy that we're having these meetings. I think this COVID has shown us what an incredible town department staff we have. I think they're efficient and I hope we can continue them. And as to other remarks, I still have a sore throat from talking so much at town meeting that I will not say anything else.
Thank you, Justina. And Mr. Curley, good morning.
Yes, hi. I want to echo a lot of what's already been said, thanking Danny Silverman, town staff, Courtney Butler, Maria Baumgarten, and also the Wellfleet voters that came out for the meeting as well. I know that there were over 200 voters that came out. I'm not sure if we have an exact number on that or not. It didn't really look like it when you're sitting down spread out, but there were quite a few people there. And I really want to thank everybody that came out for the town meeting and made it a success. I'd also like to thank the Wellfleet Fire Department, Wellfleet PD, Wellfleet DPW, the county bomb squad, and the U.S. Navy bomb technicians that were flown in to resolve the other situation that we had on Saturday as well, right after town meeting, and bring that to a conclusion and do so in a way that where the public was kept safe. So I really just want to thank everybody for that. It's an unusual situation that happened. We do have occasional controlled detonations, but I don't remember any ones where there were that many devices all at once. So I really, really want to thank everybody that came out and made that a success, and made sure that they were safely disposed of. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ryan. I know you and I have gone back and forth over the weekend with some emails, and to that extent, I do appreciate your accolades, certainly, and your respect for what we did. So thank you, Ryan. Courtney, I don't see anyone else here, but I see Laura Henry's on the phone from the Chamber of Commerce. And if you'd unmute her, I'd just like to get a little update from Laura as to how the summer went for the Commerce and the members. Sorry to put you on the spot, Laura.
Hi, Chief Polly. I'm on my rollerblades, so
Okay.
I'm actually a little out of breath. But just to echo what everyone else is saying, town meeting was awesome. Thank you, Courtney, Danny, and Mia. It went really nicely. It was really nice in the sun out from the ball field. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I didn't mean to put you on the spot again. All right.
Thank you, Polly.
You're welcome. Thank you, Laura. Courtney, do you see any questions?
I don't have any in the chat, and I'm not seeing any hands raised.
Okay, so it's 10:25. I'm going to go on record as saying this is the shortest Zoom meeting we've had.
Yes, you win.
I have beaten Chief Hurley in his shorter meeting a few months back, so I want to put that on the record. But again, I would like to thank everyone for being here, and we'll do this again next month. And what's that?
October 20th.
October 20th. Thank you, Courtney. Again, you're keeping us on track. I appreciate that. And if we don't have anything else, we'll say goodbye and see you soon.
Take care.
All right. Thank you, everyone.